The first step to solving this with the hard giant X method is to multiply 2 and 5. This gives us the top number of our giant X. The bottom number is still the middle term. Now we need to solve the giant X. What multiplies to 10 but adds to negative 11? It must be two negatives, because two negatives multiply to a positive but add to a negative. Negative 10 times negative 1 is positive 10, and negative 10 plus negative 1 is negative 11. Unfortunately, these two numbers aren't the final answer like they were before. This time, we're actually going to split the middle term. We're going to break negative 11x apart. We can cut it into negative 10x and negative 1x. So now we have four terms. This trick is very strange. First, we're going to factor something out of the first two terms. Then we're going to factor something out of the second two terms. What pulls out of 2x squared and negative 10x? We can factor out a 2x, which leaves x minus 5. What can we factor out of negative x plus 5? Nothing really, but we like to have our first term positive, so let's factor out a negative 1. What will this leave? The same thing but opposite, so it leaves an x minus 5. Now, by some freak coincidence, we end up with x minus 5 in both of the parentheses. Outside of the parentheses, we have a 2x and a minus 1. Our final answer is 2x minus 1 times x minus 5. Now, this is a very strange trick and a very strange process, but let's take a quick look back through what we did. First, we multiplied the 2 and the 5 to get the top of our giant x. Second, we used our giant x to find what two numbers to split negative 11x into. Next, we factored out something from the first two numbers and something from the second two numbers. Third, we took the shared parentheses as one of our factors, and we took the two numbers that got factored out as our second factor, and that was our final answer. Or in even quicker summary, we split the middle term using the hard giant X, and we factored by grouping these two terms and these two terms to end up with our final answer.